What's up guys, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today we're doing the second episode of the My Team Career mode in the Formula 1 game. And we got the second Grand Prix of this season, the Bahrain Grand Prix. At first we're gonna advance time to see our development. One of those was good and one of them failed, so I guess we just go in and develop again. It's done at the 26th of March. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go straight into the Bahrain Grand Prix. So yeah, let's just go. We got some messages. The weekend preview we predicted as being number 15, which could be very good. And we also got the weather forecast. And there are gonna be drag conditions on the track. So yeah, this is gonna be very good. I think we're gonna simulate all the practice sessions and then just skip into quali. So yeah, let's just do it, guys. And so we are ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix qualifying. We start with the qualifying one, and of course the goal is to reach Q2 back to back. That would be so amazing. I think we're just gonna go straight into it. And I enabled the setup and yeah, just went to the track. Enable the setup with the quite a lot of aerodynamics as we head on to a quite a fast track, I would say so. And yeah, as we head on and start our first lap, a lot of speed on the straight, and then maybe that's because I used a lot of aerodynamics, not as much downforce. We lost the car, actually 2 times, and made quite a bad start to the lap, but we managed to finish in a 128.8, 3/10 off Giovinazzi, so I wouldn't say that was optimal, but it was a starting lap. But I knew that it wasn't enough, and just after everyone has done their first run, we was in P20 with Callum in P22, so that wasn't good. So we managed to jump out on a new set of softs for another run. Yeah, that was a lot better because I made myself a bit more downforce, and actually just in the first sector we was like 3/10 off my old time. Then I know that this one's gonna be a good one. So I just kept on pushing, and we actually make it 9/10 better than our last lap, and go straight to P12 at provisional standings, and we actually make it P12, ladies and gentlemen, directly into Q2 once again, back to back. Callum unfortunately at P22, but his strength is in the race, so I won't worry that much. But I was like, I have a soft tire and have a medium compound, so I'd only use the soft because the medium was way too slow. So I used the soft compound and went on a lap again here into turn 1. A bit sloppy turn 1 again, loses the car once again. It's too early on the gas, so I lose the car. Quite tugger drifting up the hill. But we finish in a 128.1, and make it P15 just in front of the Iceman Kimi Räikkönen. So yeah, I guess it was very good with Q2 back to back, and I look really forward to the race. And so we had the qualifying, amazing to hit Q2 once again. And I think we're just gonna take a look at our messages. We got a weather forecast. It's gonna be dry conditions. And we are still predicted to be P15. We was P15 in the quali, so really hope that we can do it. But yeah, let's just head straight into the race.
Today's race, Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Sebastian Vettel, and Ricciardo, Albon, Perez, Sainz, and Lando Norris, Stroll, Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and Kvyat. The owner-driver, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Kevin Magnussen, Russell, Grosjean, Latifi, and Callum Islet. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
And here we are at the grid, and we're gonna use the strategy where we start on the medium tire and go to the soft tire, because to gain an advantage on the last lap. So we're just gonna push for now, and yeah, here we have it. 5 red lights out, and away we go, and we get a quite a good start. Bad start for Callum though, but we managed to get around the outside of Ocon, Stroll I believe, right up to Albon, but we lost the car a bit and he managed to get in front. Sergio Perez is on the right and gonna overtake us, but we make, I would say, quite a big dive, actually a very big dive. Not the most safe overtake I've ever seen, but we are through, and that's the most important thing. And we are through here, and overall solid lap 1, I would say, for us. Gained quite a few positions, 7 positions to be honest, and it's quite good. Here we are at lap 2, going out on lap 3, and I was like, maybe it's gonna be a struggle because Perez was really pushing from behind, and he didn't even got DRS, but like the power advantage the Mercedes engine has, and he was going down the inside, but we managed to break quite late, so we can take him around the outside and quite like go through him in a quite unsafe way again, but we can do that, and we just continue to push. Stroll, Perez, and the other guys behind, of course, got the DRS, so it's going to be a struggle to keep them behind. And we already see now Stroll will go on, use some overtake, go to rich mix on our fuel, but it was exactly just enough to keep in front, so that was actually quite important because he got the next DRS too, and he managed to try to get through, but we pushed him very, very wide, and brake late, and I think there was a bit of a contact, but it wasn't anything I would point out because no one got damaged, so that was okay. As we continue to push, lap 4, Stroll and Perez got into battle, and we gained a bit of an advantage of almost a second, but I exactly couldn't get them out of DRS, so that was a bit unfortunate, but not that much to do about it. And I felt like I needed a bit of downforce because the car wasn't that nimble. It was quite tough to handle. But as we go on here, lap 4, I see both Vettel and Dan Ricciardo, as we get a very, very bad exit. They both pit. We also see Carlos Sainz dive into the pits. Perez is going very, very close, and we get out to defend, and very late braking for us, but we managed to stick at the position. So yeah, that was good, and we got him. And I was like, okay, it's lap 6 now. Probably Perez and Norris too is gonna box because yeah, they're on softer compound, and their tire doesn't last as long as mine. So I just continue to push, and I also felt like that the tires I was struggling with the tires, but we see Leclerc and Bottas both going to the pit, and I was like, yes guys, because both Perez and Norris was going into the pits, and I was like, finally I can get that like breathing space, and not to be stuck in traffic, not to be defending, but we make quite a bad turn, and Gasly is actually coming at us. We managed just to keep him in front, but as we go down here on this start of this sector 2, we make a braking mistake, and turn mistake going very wide. Gasly hit us and lose some debris, and Gasly without the front wing goes very, very wide, and I don't know, out of nowhere we just pulled out a safety car. I don't know if it was because of Gasly's debris, but no matter what, we got it, and that was actually perfect for us guys, because we can now do our pit stop on the safety car and lose very less time in front of the other guys who pitted. So that was very, very important that the safety, I don't know how the hell it pulled out a safety car, but that was very, very good for us. And we pit, have both K-Mag and Giovinazzi just behind, 2.4, quite good pit I would say. And we managed to get on in front of Ocon, also Giovinazzi and Kevin Magnussen and Latifi. And as we stay here behind Ricardo, we catch the safety car queue. And it was on for about a lap more, and I was really trying to, keep the temps on in my tires, and that worked quite well. And I was we should continue the race because at the ninth lap, safety car coming in, and I was really aggressive to Ricardo. Go pushed a lot, even though we wasn't the green. There hasn't been the green flag. But I was just using full overtake and also rich more fuel, so I got quite good with him and with Vettel, and we're gonna do a very big dive 4 positions up, hit Ricardo, a very unsafe dive, but we managed to get in P4 here, and I directly saw some potential because we were on the 4th last lap, or 5th last lap, on a softer compound compared to Bottas, Albon, Ricardo, Verstappen, and Lewis Hamilton. I knew that we couldn't go up to Albon, but maybe we could actually defend against Ricardo and Max Verstappen. And it's just I had a good feeling. As you see here, we have a green flag again. I was like, what the heck? But we saw Lance Stroll going slowly, so yeah, unfortunately DNF for Lance. But we go Richmond fuel again, out on lap 13, second last lap. Ricciardo and Verstappen had a very good and intense fight, and it was maybe I could use that. Missed a late break, actually late breaks a lot, but managed to stick around the outside and actually keeps the position, plants me a bit, but you know what, I don't really give a shit now, because this P4 is ours and nobody's gonna take it from us. And as we have here, Verstappen and Ricciardo, Verstappen on the outside, and a very good move from him. Also Leclerc just behind. It's a very good battle, and I don't know whether Ricciardo or Verstappen came out in front, but that was very good battle of them. And we see Antonio Giovinazzi out the race. So Callum moves 2 positions as we have here. Our final straights, and can you believe it, guys? Can you fucking believe it? We got it. We got the P4 in front of Ricardo and Verstappen, in front of the rest of the pack. That was an amazing ride, and I'm so happy because this was an amazing performance. Also get drive today. This was a fantastic result, guys. Let's fucking go. And what an absolute amazing performance, guys. P4 for us in our 2nd ever race. That is so good. Oh my god. That safety car literally carried us so hard, but that was so amazing. From P15 on the grid to 4th at the end of the race. Callum Allard, unfortunately down in P20, but still managed to get in front of Antonio Giovinazzi and Lance Stroll. But oh my god, P4, that was amazing. What an amazing ride. Let's fucking go, boys. And we're here at the interview, and as you get a lot of positions, didn't you? And yeah, I need to say something good about the power advantage or the power unit, because our power advantage really came in handy. That was very good. Your team must be thrilled. I would just say I couldn't do this without a great team behind me, because it's literally the team this is all about. It's the team. It wasn't the cleanest race. None of us wants to be the person to back down. These things happen. And yeah.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Okay. And that was it for this episode. Hope you're looking forward to the next one, where we're gonna race the Dutch Grand Prix. That's gonna be very good. And until next time, have a great time. See you guys.